Hi guys, I'm Sara, licensed landscape contractor, and today we are installing these ZW Wall Sconce from FX Luminaire on my job site. These are so beautiful. I love the aluminum with the powder coated finish. They're super sleek. The mounting bracket on the back is also very sleek, making it super versatile. Now, the ZW comes as a down light, but it also comes as an up down light, which you see here. We have light from the top and the bottom. The ZW light can be attached to any hard surface, so whether that's a 4x4 post, a wall, or if you're somewhere like Florida, you might see pool cages a lot, and this is actually perfect because the dimensions will fit very well with that as well. We're going to install this up-down light on a 4x4 post under this pergola, and it's going to help illuminate this area, making a nice living space and extending the usage into the evening. All right, we're ready to install the ZW light in this location. So there's a few things you want to consider, and maybe the most important is what height do you want the light to sit? So for our application, I would like to keep the light a little bit lower, probably centering it around 5.5 feet, which is right about here. If you were on an exterior wall, you might want to have it a little bit higher. However, one thing to consider is that you have light coming from the top and from the bottom. So the reason I like having it a little bit lower is I'll have a wider spread on the pergola the lower I have it. And the other thing is considering eye level height. You want the eyes ideally to be hitting here and not so much right here. Now for the installation, we'll be using this mounting bracket. This mounting bracket will attach to our furring strip, which I have here. Now, every application will be a little bit different, but because we see all four sides of this post, I wanted to hide the wires here. If you didn't see the back side of the post, you could just drill right through and hide your wires behind. So I had this 1x4 custom routed out so this can hide the wires. So the first thing I want to do is measure out and drill through this so I can fish all my wires through. All right, so I liked 5.5, so I'm just going to mark both sides of my tape. All right. The mounting bracket sits out this way, but for now I'm just going to use it here to center this. And this is where I want to fish through my wires. So I just need to drill a hole through that area. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm going to fish the wires through my mounting bracket. Make sure you have it facing out. And then I'm going to fish it through my 1x4. Okay, just gonna get an idea of where I'm sitting here. This was the bottom, this was the top. Now I'm just gonna partially mount this with the screws that come included just to hold it in place. Okay, just enough. Okay. Okay, so now I need to manage these wires, and the goal is just make sure they stay in between my channel. And to do that, I'm just going to use a little bit of tape. And I want to keep enough slack so that if I need to push the wires in and out, I can still do that. They just stay in the channel. So I have my wires run. I still have a little bit of play here, which I'm going to need on this side. But before I do anything, I would like to fish my wires under the deck. All right. Lucky for me, I have a little space. I can stuff these under the deck. If I didn't, you could just drill a hole. Sit on it that way. All right, there we go. I got it. All right. Cool. All right, so I have my board temporarily secured. All the wires are managed and pulled through the deck so I can do all my connections under the deck. Now all I need to do is lock this down and then I'll secure my light. All right, Let's pop this up. Okay, so to secure this, I have 2 screws on either side that come with the light. And that should lock it in place, and I can't wait to get this connected. It's going to be so pretty with the lights up and down. All right, our ZW is attached. Now all I need to do is make sure that my 1x4 stays in place as I have it clamped. I'm going to use some brad nails to attach to my 4x4, and then I'll do my wiring. I'm just going to use some brad nails to lock this in. I can putty them up later. Just want to make sure that you don't shoot through the center where the wire is. All right, we have our first ZW in, and it looks so good out here. I'm gonna add another one to the other post, and then of course I'll hook them up to the lighting system. They're gonna look so good at night. I can't wait to see it.
Thank you for choosing FX Luminaire. For more information, go to fxl.com.